We're just going to chat and find out all the details.
Going first, I kind of liked it.
So you won TDA your like second year teen.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 brothers.
I have 3
So you're the
older
only
brothers.
girl?
Yeah.
And you're the youngest?
Mm-hmm. My main goal was to like get rid of that self-doubt.
Yeah.
And so what I did was, it was a jazz solo to Rotten to the Core.
Oh, wow. So how do you balance doing in-person school and like dance and traveling?
I would like literally be like bawling my eyes out.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Stop Talking Kens. I'm so excited for today's episode. A very highly requested guest, and I feel like long awaited. Like, I can't believe we haven't done this sooner. But I'm so excited to have Kylie Kaminsky here today, and we're just going to chat and find out all the details of her dance journey. Okay, start by telling us how you got into dance, like, originally.
Okay, so I originally my mom put me in when I was like a baby, just for her to like go on her errands and have me have something to do, and I hated it. Like,
actually,
she would put me in and was like, oh, I'll just go on my errands, but I would cry. I would make her stay. I would like literally be like bawling my eyes out if she wasn't there. So then obviously I stopped and I got into like other sports. Like I did like everything. Like I did
what was
football.
Your favorite? Football.
I did football. I did like
soccer,
volleyball. I did like all the sports. And then like once I got into like second grade-ish, I like would like choreograph my own like dances like in my like living room to like these songs. And then, so then my mom put me back in at this studio that like a lot of my friends, like school friends, would go to. And then I really just started to love it. And it was not Danceology, it was this other studio. And I did a year there and kind of got a feel for like dance. And then I really just fell in love and then wanted to take it more seriously. So then obviously Danceology was definitely more serious. And so she put me in classes there. And I just loved it. Like all the teachers, everyone that I met was just like the most amazing like thing I could have ever asked for. And that's where it kind of started. All my training, all my connections and everything.
So you've been at Danceology for like basically your whole life, like your whole dance journey basically?
Basically I did like I started off somewhere else, but like nothing serious.
But you were like little when you like joined Danceology.
Yes.
Okay. Did you like jump right into like 24/7, break the floor, like those kind of competitions, or did you start more at like car, like those kind of things?
When I moved to Danceology, I went straight into like break the floor conventions. And I did like my solos. Obviously, I didn't do great at them when I was little, but
how old were you for your first solo, and do you remember what style it was?
Okay, so when I moved to Danceology or like
Oh, no. Your first ever solo that hit the stage.
So it was a jazz solo to Rotten to the Core.
Oh, wow.
It had one short and one legging.
No way.
With a tan jazz shoe and a black jazz shoe.
No way.
And
wait, what side did the black jazz shoe go on, the pant or the short?
The pant.
Okay.
The black jazz shoe went with the black pant.
Oh, wow.
And the tan one with
the short.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was to Rotten to the Core, and it was
something. That sounds like
something.
I like the mixed match jazz shoes. I've never heard of that before.
Oh, me either. Don't know where that came from, but it was fun, you know.
Yeah, good first starting out solo. Okay, so you started in second grade, like seriously, would you say?
Yeah.
Like mini room. Is that like mini room?
Yeah. So when I moved to Danceology, I think I was dance year 9.
Okay, so you had like 2 years mini.
Yes.
And you're technically first year senior this year?
No, I'm a last year teen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you won TDA your like second year teen?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So speaking of TDA, you've like done top 10 improvs a lot of time.
Yeah.
How would you say like they've gotten easier over like the years?
So my first year in top 10 was my second year junior.
Okay.
And I feel like going into that, like before TDA, I thought I wasn't expecting to get top 10. Obviously, like that was one of my goals.
Yeah.
But like obviously just hearing like top 10, that seems so nerve-wracking. But once I was really like in it, I think that was my least stressful year, like my first year, which is kind of surprising. I felt like super comfortable, and it was just like literally a blur. Like it was so much fun. And then my first year teen was that year I was like not expecting to get top 10 like at all. So that was just like, I was like freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not prepared, but like it ended up being fine. Yeah. And then like this past year, obviously like I wasn't like expecting anything, but I was definitely more prepared, just like being like the year before I had gotten it. But like I just wanted to be as prepared as I could going into it. But
how do you think, like, what is like one piece of advice for like people like preparing for national season?
A piece of advice I would give is just to like do it for yourself, and not anyone else, because I feel like for me at least, like in the past I've always gone in with a goal like, oh, like I hope to get this, I hope to get that. But this past year in specific, I didn't really have a goal like, oh, I want to get in the top 20, I want to get in the top 10. I just really put like my confidence like as a priority, because I feel like last season something that I was having I was struggling with was I was struggling with like self-doubt, and like I feel like I was getting so much in my head when it came to like auditions. I was like, I knew I could do it, but like there was always that thing in my head where I was like, oh wait, like,
just like a block.
What's next? Like I was just like psyching myself out, which was like, I don't even know why. And so like going into TDA, I was like really confident with my solo. There was not really like, I was like having privates, whatever, but like my main goal was to like get rid of that self-doubt. And so what I did was my teacher sent me like these like podcasts to watch. It was like, oh, like how to achieve 70% more success and like get rid of these mentally low like thoughts. And I like took notes like the night before auditions or like leading up to TDA, and to get me in like a better headspace. And I would say that like really helped me, because I got like so confident going into that audition. Like I was like, okay, I got this. Like it gave me such like reassurance, which was so nice. And then like also before my solo, like I listened to a meditation about like manifesting things, and like that was just got me to such a nice headspace before like all the chaos.
So every year you get like a new spot in the top 10, like how the order you go. Have you like found a place where you like prefer to be, like first, middle, last, like where's but like in teen it gets switched around because like they split it and then you go in a different order, but junior is the same, right?
So I've actually been in the middle like every time,
all 3 years.
Every time I've been in the middle, which I'm pretty sure I was first for jazz my junior year, and then I think I was either first or last for jazz my second year or something. I don't know. But I was either first or last because I've been in the middle every time. And honestly, going first, I kind of liked it because you're getting a feel for like the music, and like you're kind of like more like, I don't know.
And you don't have to like watch everyone go before you and then dance.
But then again, like when you go last, or like when you're like more in the middle, you kind of have a feel for what the next part of the song is. Because like once you start it off, you're like,
what even is this song?
What am I going to start with? Like there's like, you have to start right off the bat with like nothing. But
wow. I feel like there's no like, people can like prepare for improv, like play random songs and stuff, but you just like, you get up there and just like it all goes away.
So true. It's like literally all a blur. Like I don't even remember what I was thinking, but it's so much fun.
Okay, so we're like mid competition season, and you've been like touring and assisting. How has that been, and how is that different than like taking class normally in a convention?
Okay, so this season touring has literally been like everything I've dreamed of. Like it's been so much fun, just like all the connections I've made, especially with like the other best dancers. Like I literally like love them, and making such strong connections with them has been like such an unforgettable experience. Like getting to look forward to seeing them on the weekends, as well as like taking class from like the amazing faculty has just been like amazing. And honestly, like going into the year, I was a little nervous before my first city, like, oh, like what if I forget the combos, or like, I don't know. I was just so nervous, obviously, to assist. But honestly, it is so much easier than I thought it would be.
And you get like more used to it as like you keep going.
I feel like I was like, oh, like I'm definitely gonna like forget all these combos. But to be honest, like you're so like locked in when they're teaching the combos that it's like you're kind of forced to like learn every detail. You're not distracted by the other people around you, which definitely made it a lot easier to like lock in and focus, which is so nice. Yeah.
So this is like your last year teen and you're assisting and you're going to the senior room next year.
Yes.
Are you excited to hit the senior room, the final room?
I'm super excited, especially because I feel like this year touring has given me like extra confidence, like and like learning the combos and just like, I don't know. Yeah. But I'm super excited to be in the senior room next year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So do you go to in-person school or are you homeschooled?
I go to in-person school.
Okay. Yeah. So how do you balance doing in-person school and like dance and traveling, like all of that?
It's definitely hard, like during the weeks, just like keeping up with all my schoolwork, especially when I have to miss like a Friday or a Thursday to travel.
And then going to school on Monday is not fun.
Sometimes I have to skip that Monday, but I think like communication with my teachers is like the biggest thing. Just like they all know like I have a crazy schedule and having to travel, but to be honest, like it's not like I'm doing a solo on a Friday, so it's not like a ton of school that I have to miss. But yeah.
So you just like time managing and like communication is like how you kind of like balance it all?
Like to be honest, like the late night studio nights are what's harder with balancing school and dance. Not really the traveling as much. But
do you ever like wish like you could be homeschooled, or do you like your normal school friends and like going to school in person?
I love my school friends, and I feel like that's like such a big part of my life.
Like, having
my
something
school friends
separate
are like my best friends.
Okay, give us like a typical day in the life of Kylie.
Okay, so like what day of the week though?
Oh, people always ask me this. Wednesday.
Okay, so my alarm goes off at like 6:30. Don't get out of bed at that time, but I get out of bed at like 6:45, and then I get ready for school. And then I go downstairs, have some breakfast, and then my brothers drive me to school.
Really?
I have a junior brother and a senior brother.
Okay. Are those like your only siblings? Junior brother and senior brother?
Older brother about that too.
Oh, really? Yeah. 3 brothers. So you're the only girl?
Yeah.
And you're the youngest? Mm-hmm. Do you like that?
Honestly, I love it. Yeah.
Like this gives like special child here.
The youngest
sorry.
girl. Yeah.
I disrupted the day in the life.
Okay. So then after that, my brothers drive me to school. And then I have a typical day at school with all my friends, have lunch with them. And then on a Wednesday, I go from school to Danceology, where I have a private where sometimes I do like my solo, sometimes I just do like fun technique, sometimes tricks, like whatever we're feeling that day with my teacher, Miss Tiffany. And then after that, I have a little bit of a break, and then it goes into ballet from 5:15 to 6:45. And then we have a technique class for 45 minutes, and then another technique class for 45 minutes, and that ends at like I think 8:15 or 8:30. And then we have rehearsals for our groups until like 9:30, and then I go home, do all my schoolwork, and go to sleep.
And repeat the next day.
Yep.
Okay, is Danceology a studio where the schedule stays the same every single week, or does it change per week?
I would say it definitely mainly stays the same every week. But like, for example, we have like master classes every once in a while where it's like on a Wednesday, like Ricky will be there and we'll have a class with him.
So then it will like alter it a little?
Yeah. Okay. Or like before a competition, maybe they'll add an extra rehearsal. Okay. Or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you my favorite questions. Okay. Give me your last meal. So what would the meal be, the drink be, and then the dessert?
I would say This is hard.
Right?
My dream meal would probably be like some good old pasta with like or like bolognese.
Okay.
With a dessert. I love ice cream. So it'd have to be
So do my sisters.
Ice cream, maybe a brownie or something like that. And
my sister. What's your favorite flavor ice cream?
That's so hard.
Okay, drink.
Some sort of like caramel. I love caramel ice cream for some reason.
Okay.
Like, maybe like vanilla with some caramel
drizzle.
In it. I don't know. Yeah. And then a drink would probably be some Diet Coke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good dream meal. Now, tell me your dream trip.
A dream trip. Okay. I have actually gone a lot of places with my family, but I've never been to Italy, which I would love to go to Italy or like Fiji. I love tropical places.
Where's your favorite place you've traveled with your family?
Okay, probably Tahiti. We went to Tahiti in, I think, 2022 or 2020. We went twice, 2021 and 2022, I think.
Wow.
And that was
so gorgeous.
Like, oh my gosh, it was literally a dream. It was insane. So that was definitely a trip that I'll never forget.
What is your favorite color to wear, like on a daily basis?
Okay, so actually, red's my lucky color.
Really?
Yeah. So I always, like, every year at TDA, I always wear the color red. Every year since I've been like.
Was your solo costume red?
Yep. My
like
solo
on
costume
purpose?
Like, I just love the color red. So like, I mean, not every solo costume of mine is red, but like that's my lucky color.
Okay.
So I had a red audition outfit. I had my red solo costume, and yeah, I just
red dance off outfit.
No, I wore blue.
Oh.
I never wear red for dance off. I don't know why, but yeah,
Okay.
matches the background.
So red's your favorite color to wear.
Yeah,
like dance wise and just like normal people wise.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay. Another hard question. I'll give you time to think. Who is your like dream duet partner? But it doesn't need to be like you literally can do a duet with them. Like it can be like Tate McRae.
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, Tate McRae.
Yeah, it's a good one.
She's like so cool.
Who would you choreograph? Who would you have choreograph it?
Her, definitely. Definitely
To
not
her
me.
music. She
Yeah,
choreographs
music.
it to her music and then a duet with you.
Literally,
wow.
yeah.
That's some good stuff right there.
It is.
What is your favorite solo you've ever done?
My favorite solo that I've ever done would probably be my 2023 Nick solo. It was such a challenge for me, and I remember it's like always something that I was like pushing myself so hard to get, and like every time I do it on stage, I would just feel like so like such a big relief after I did it on stage. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I did it. Like it was so hard for me, but it was like so nice to be so pushed.
Yeah.
And like I just love that solo so much. And my solo last year I loved too.
The one you won with?
Yeah.
What is your favorite group dance you've ever done? You do a lot of like wide range styles of group dances, right?
Yeah. So my favorite group dance was probably our Travis dance in 2023. It was called Dance With Me. It was like a fun jazz dance. It was literally just so much fun to do on stage with like all of my best friends.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
partnering with people and like, you know.
Yeah.
I was partnering with Drew. It was so fun. Yeah. It's just like all of us like before stage were in like had such good energy, and it was just like, a blast to put on stage. So probably that one.
Okay, tell us just like a random like fun fact or like a story time that you have from your competition life.
Okay, so a fun fact is I actually have like really bad knee problems. It's kind of random, but like 1 year before TDA, I think it was in 2023, I would like do my solo and like my knee would like literally slide to the side, and it was like
that's so scary.
It was really scary, and so that would happen every once in a while, and then right before TDA it got like super bad, and so that kind of put me in like a little pickle before going to TDA. Like my mental state was like so hard after that. Like before going to TDA, I was like, oh my gosh, like everything I just worked hard for, and then my knees, like I was like so worried going into TDA about that, but
it turned out fine.
Yeah, turned out fine. That's so random, but yeah.
Good story. Where has your favorite place been to travel like so far? Like exploring the city, I guess.
I went to Japan. in
oh my gosh.
last spring break with my family. That was so different and so cool, and definitely was exploring that.
Yeah.
In some stuff I've never
So
seen
you're like
before.
world traveler over here.
Oh yeah, last year we went like literally everywhere. We went to like Austria, Japan.
Wow.
Where else? I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite subject or like period in school?
My favorite subject is probably English. I love to write essays. I don't know. I feel like I'm
not a math girl. It's
Oh,
like one or the
no.
other, I swear. I'm with you on the
Yeah,
no math.
math does not come easy to me, and I
At
have
all.
to make up a math test
Oh, because you
like
missed
tomorrow.
it?
Yeah.
Good luck. You're a sophomore.
Yeah.
So you have junior and senior year left. Are you starting to think about like post high school and like competition life?
I have been, but like to be honest, I'm like in such a pickle between like if I want to go the dance team route or the concert route. So like I'm really not sure yet, and
You've
I'm
time.
kind of exploring like both
Options.
worlds,
Yeah.
and kind of seeing which one fits for me better, and like just trying to get the most exposure I can before it gets too late, and like trying to make up my mind not as soon as possible because I don't want to rush into something,
Yeah.
but just trying to see what's really for me.
Yeah.
And depending on the school as well, you know.
Okay, it's merch time. You have two colors to pick from.
Okay.
We have the navy and white,
Cute.
or we have olive and
Ooh.
white.
Okay.
Which one?
I like the navy
I
one.
can tell. Wait, your eyes like linger on one longer. I can tell every single time.
That's so funny.
Wait,
This
do
is
you
so
have
cute.
any oh wait. Or we have gray and red.
Ooh.
I thought of this because you said your favorite color is red.
I don't know.
You want to stick with your navy?
Yeah, kind of like the navy.
Okay. Do you have any color combo recommendations for us?
Huh.
Like where it'd be like this is one color, this is one color.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should make a red
I've
one.
never done a red one before.
Yeah, you should make a red one.
Red and white.
Red and white. That'd be cute.
Okay. You'll be my first gifter or the person I gift it to.
Perfect.
Well, thank you so much, Kylie. This was
Thank
so
you.
fun. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next week with a new video. Bye.
Bye.